In today's video, we are going to select your service. Without further ado, let's just dig into it. All right, we're inside of my computer. Let's go. So here's what we're going to cover in today's video. First of all, we're going to select your service. We're going to get that done in today's video, very important. Then we're going to go over some important things to remember and then a summary. It's going to be a pretty quick video, to the point, so let's go into it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, you know the deal by now. Share the course, I need your guys' help. Let's start a revolution, change people's life together. Join the community as well, and let's just build a community and share this course to as many people as we can. And I need your guys' help to do this. I cannot do this myself. A warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. I mention it all the time, I'm going to continue to mention it, because right now, this is the most important video in the entire course. Watch the entire video, don't skip, don't fast forward. If you do that, you know, you're just gonna shoot yourself in the foot. Don't be that person, because the person watch this video and watch everything in its entirety, don't skip around, that is the person who's going to get results from this course. Pro tip, watch the video in double speed if you want to. That's what I always do. So, niche selected. You should have your niche selected now. So you must have your niche selected before you continue, all right? If you haven't selected your niche, stop this video right now, go back to the drawing board, rewatch yesterday's video if you need to, and get that fixed first, right? If not, go back and do the work, okay? You know, that is one of the most important videos in the entire course, combined with this one and the coming videos as well. But having your niche selected and everything that I mentioned in yesterday's video, crucial. Do the work, right? Nobody's going to do it for you. You will have to do it for yourself. So let's discuss today's video. I assume that you have your niche selected. If you have, awesome, I love you, you're taking action, good job, pat yourself on the back, celebrate, like you're getting closer and closer now, right? Awesome work, and I love that you're taking action, okay? So let's dig into it. Select your service. Okay, all right, point number one, be different. When selecting a service, seek to be different. This will help you to stand out by simply having something new and unique that you offer and that you sell. You'll find it easier to promote and sell what you have. More business owners will be willing to listen to what you have to offer. So let me give you a concrete example. Let's say, again, you're going to help gym owners, right? That I talk a lot about in this course. And you see that everybody in that market is selling Facebook ads, or let's say Google ads, right? If you start an agency and you're going to sell Google ads to gym owners because everybody else is doing it, right? You know, it's going to be tough, right? Because all those gym owners out there, they've already had 20, 30 sales calls with other agencies who have a ton more case studies than you that offer Google ads as well, right? So that's going to be hard. However, if you're the new kid on the block and you're like, okay, I'm going to help gym owners, but everybody's doing Google ads. Okay, nobody's doing YouTube ads. Okay, I don't know how to YouTube ads, but I'm going to find a media buyer who does. And if I select YouTube ads for gym owners, I'm going to stand out. And then when you start to sell and promote yourself and jump on sales calls, you're going to notice very quickly that if you mention to a gym owner that, hey, we help gym owners with YouTube ads, are interested, they're definitely going to be more interested. They're going to be like, all right, I've never heard about an agency doing YouTube ads for gym owners. Okay, let's jump on a call. And that's how you gain interest, and that's how you get the foot in and so forth. So yeah, everything goes back to the basics. What you sell to whom, if you have something new and unique, you're going to get better results from your sales and from your advertising. So be different. A common mistake is reviewing what everyone else is doing in your niche and then doing the exact same thing. Rookie mistake, don't do that, okay? You want to shake up the market, disturb the status quo essentially, right? Be the new kid on the block. This builds interest, right? People are going to see, who's this guy? They're doing TikTok ads for gym owners. Like, I've never heard about that. Or they're doing YouTube ads for gym owners. Or they're doing Facebook ads in a completely new way. What is this, right? So, you know, don't be like everybody else. Be the new kid on the block. This builds interest, okay? My story, okay. So back in 2017, when I selected residential roofing as my niche, everybody told me, like agency owners and roofers, that I should do Google ads because everybody else was doing Google ads, right? So I decided to go with Facebook. It blew them out of the water. I was the first one on the market to offer a new service, and our results spoke for themselves. I reaped the rewards. So basically, when I started, I was like, okay, everybody's doing Google ads. And I talked to some agency owners because I wanted to learn. They're like, hey man, you should do Google ads. That's the way to go. Everybody's doing Google ads. And when I talked to roofers, they were like, yeah, we do Google ads. Like, yeah, that's what everybody else is doing. And I was like, if everybody's doing Google ads, then of course I'm going to do Facebook ads. Because if I try out Facebook ads and it works, then I'm pretty much going to be the only marketing agency in this market right now who do Facebook ads very successfully. So I was like, of course that's the route I'm going to make. I took that decision and it worked out great. And now there's more people doing Facebook ads for roofers. It's grown a ton. But since I started early, we have a ton of testimonials now, a ton of case studies. People know our brand. People know what we do. We work with some of the top 100 roofing contractors in the nation, and we figure things out, new things all the time. So we have a big leg up on everybody else who dive into the industry. So that's why I'm giving you this advice as well, to be be the first one, or one of the first one who dives in, because it's going to make you so much easier for you. So review the market. Observe what everyone else is doing, then offer something unique. For example, if everyone else is helping gym owners with Facebook ads, decide that you will do YouTube ads instead, right? And it doesn't matter if you don't know how to do YouTube ads, because you can leverage a media buyer that I highly recommend that you do, and we're going to talk more about that later in this module number 2. So for now, you just need to select a niche that you're interested in, select a new service. That's the only thing you need to focus on. Don't think about, oh, I don't know how to do that. You don't need to know how to do it. You shouldn't know how to do it in the beginning. That's why you have a media buyer. So when you go through those videos right now, just focus on the niche, an interesting niche with potential, checking all of the 5 different rules, right? And I'm talking, I want to dumb this down because it's simple. Don't overthink it. Just keep it simple, okay? Now the only thing that you're focusing on is the niche, okay? It checks the 5 rules. Okay, I know nothing about that niche, or a little bit, that's fine. Just check a niche or select a niche that kind of follow those 5 rules. Good, now you have a niche. Service, okay, check what everybody else is doing. Okay, everybody's doing Facebook ads. Okay, I'm going to do YouTube ads. That's my offer, that's my messaging right now. I help gym owners with YouTube ads. Okay, you don't need to know how, don't think about that, don't have that in the equation at all. Just be unique, just choose something different. That's the only thing you need to do in those 2 videos now, selecting your niche and your service, okay? Super important. Okay, let's continue. So Facebook and Instagram. So let's go over the different services or ads platforms that you can go for, right? So we have Meta, right? Facebook and Instagram. Meta is always a safe bet, okay? It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest social media platform out there. It works for pretty much all industries, nationwide, for local businesses, for e-com businesses as well. However, in some markets, it's starting to get saturated. So in residential roofing that I'm in, for example, when I started out, I was pretty much alone. And that's why I got great results and got my first client, the bigger clients and so forth. Right now, there's quite a bit of people doing Facebook ads for roofers. So that's why I don't recommend it, right? You can, but you're going to compete with an agency like ours that have 5 years a leg up on you with a ton of case studies and testimonials and so forth. However, if you dive into a market and you figure out a new service, let's say you help roofers or solar companies or gym owners, and you do something new, a new service like YouTube ads, and you figure that out. Now it's getting interesting, okay? It would be a lot easier. I'm just throwing that out there. It would be a lot easier to compete with my agency if you did YouTube ads for gym owners and you figured that out, versus if you started doing Facebook ads, the exact thing that we do. And now I'm basically, now I'm giving advice on how to destroy myself, but hey, that's fine, whatever, right? There's more than enough for all of us in here. But that's how you should think. I want you to think like that. I want you to think like a competitor, because everybody else out there is a competitor to you as well. And you want to be unique. You want to be smart. You want to think like an entrepreneur. You want to figure out something that makes it better than all of the other solutions out there. Okay? Okay, I hope that that's starting to sink in by now. But we have Facebook and Instagram called Meta. We also have Google Ads, okay? Google Ads can be extremely competitive in certain markets. So everyone is trying to rank or pay for the same keyword. However, Google offers some really powerful solutions and great potential for certain markets, right? I don't have that much experience with Google Ads and search ads. I've been doing quite a bit of SEO when I started, so I know that, like keyword research and all of that stuff. I just know that in some local businesses, for example in roofing, if you take that as an example, because I'm in that industry myself. Like when I started out, everybody was doing Google Ads for roofers, and people still do a lot of Google Ads for roofers. And it can be super competitive because there's like one keyword that everybody is searching for, like roofer in Miami, let's say. And if you're gonna pay for that keyword, you're competing with all of the other roofers in Miami, and the price per click goes up a ton. You can pay like $80 to $100 per click, which is super expensive. So yeah, Google Ads, it's always a great option, but you just have to make sure that is it a good option in your niche, in your market? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. You have to use your own brain for that in your market research. YouTube, all right? YouTube is on the rise. If I started a new agency from scratch right now with no experience today, I would most likely try and solve the YouTube ads for a market with big potential. And that's just being honest, okay? It requires you to solve the video ad problem though, but you can, I'm sure you can figure that out. But with the right media buyer, it won't be a problem that you can't solve. So I don't have any experience doing YouTube ads. I'm just being completely honest here. But if I would start an agency, I would personally most likely go with YouTube because I see huge potential in YouTube. And people are wanting to watch videos more and more and more. And you can do very powerful things with YouTube because the media of video is not that new. You know, video ads has been around for the longest period of time. And now instead of watching TV, people are watching YouTube. So, and it's also not a lot of agencies are doing YouTube. Because on Facebook, on Meta, for example, you can have like an image and ad copy, and that's your ad. On Google Ads, it's just a link essentially, right? But with YouTube, you have to kind of solve the problem of creating a really good video. And that's not, you have to start to think as an entrepreneur. If you don't know how to do a video ad yourself, you don't have to. You're the entrepreneur. You're the one who looks into the market and solves the problem. You can always leverage other people's knowledge in your own business. This is how you need to start to think. This is how entrepreneurs think. And in the beginning, it's you know, I did it myself as well. It's like, okay, I don't know how to do that, so I can't offer that. That's the wrong thinking. You can definitely offer that. You can leverage somebody else, like a media buyer who already knows how to do YouTube ads for gym owners, let's say. And then you pay him a portion and he does the service delivery, and then you learn yourself as well. Okay, we're gonna talk more about that in a later video when it comes to media buyer, but I just want to plant that seed into your head now again, right? Okay, and then we have LinkedIn. It can work really well for certain industries. It's a platform filled with business owners essentially, right? Again, I have no experience with LinkedIn. I run an SMA myself. We only do Facebook and Instagram ads for residential roofing and solar contractors. That's our niche. And we started out only with roofing, and now we do roofing and solar because it's pretty much the same type of business. Most of the time they're offering both of those services in one, right? So yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. If you're wondering, hey Max, you say you're only going to have one market, but you have two. Yeah, okay, so just clarifying there. But yeah, LinkedIn, I don't have too much experience there. I just know that, you know, it's a lot of people there with different businesses. And for certain industries, LinkedIn is definitely an option. And then we have TikTok as well, right? TikTok is on the rise, okay? Video is big. You know, YouTube is definitely more established than TikTok, but both are videos, right? And to keep in mind as well, when you select a ads platform, it's kind of like the audience. Like if you're going to help gym owners, well, their audience is, I would say actually TikTok for gym owners might be a really good one because a lot of people who are on TikTok, younger generation or younger people, they are on TikTok and they go to the gym, and there's a lot of like gym videos on TikTok as well, right? And if you're like running an e-com business, for example, and you're selling a product to younger people, TikTok might be a really, really killer option as well. It's definitely a new and very interesting platform to consider when you select the service. Okay, so this is basically a presentation of all the different ads platforms that you can go into. Now you have your niche selected. So, you know, most likely you're going to be like, okay, you know, Google Ads, too competitive. LinkedIn, not a good option. TikTok, not a good option. Okay, YouTube and Facebook. Okay, what is everybody doing? Okay, everybody's doing Facebook and Instagram, it looks like. Okay, maybe YouTube is interesting. This is just an example, right? Or LinkedIn might be the best option. Or Google Ads might be the best option. Okay, so, but these are basically like the 5 top ads platforms that you can select between, right? Okay, so let's continue. Important to remember. So here's an important thing. You're not marrying your niche and your service. You can always change it down the line, but do your best to choose a niche and a service that you believe in from the start. Keep the 5 rules in mind and select a service that is unique for your market, okay? And I'm reiterating this over and over again. And if you think that I'm starting to become like boring because I'm talking about this over and over again, good. That's good. That's the point. I'm repeating it over and over and over again because it is important. If I could, I would underline every word on this page because those 2 videos about your niche and your service and your market, it's everything. Everything. It doesn't matter all the other stuff, the cold emails and the cold calling or yada, 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 the sales or the advertising. This is the gold. Keep the Kotler quote in mind that I mentioned in the previous video, right? All right, so give it a fair shot though. So you don't want to like select the niche and then after 2 weeks just change it, right? So don't niche jump. It's called niche jumping. Okay, I'm going to accountants. You're super pumped, you launched it, you reach out, nobody's interested, and you're like, okay, I'm going to change something new. Like that's niche jumping. You don't want to do that. You want to give it a fair shot. So it's a common mistake that a lot of people do in the beginning, including myself. I did this over and over again when I started out. I'm talking from experience here. Changing markets and services too quick, right? The grass is not greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. Because here's what I went through, okay? I think like one of the first niches I selected was accountants, and I did a rookie mistake. Everybody was doing like, I don't know, like Facebook ads for accountants. I was like, okay, I can do that as well. Started to reach out. Everybody was like, yeah, we've already tried that. I reached out to more people. Yeah, we've already tried that. I have nothing unique, no case studies, no nothing. It was super hard. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's easier if I go with plumbers instead, or whatever it was. Then I tried plumbers, and I did the same thing. And then I tried maybe it's easier if I do this thing, and then the same thing. And then I started to understand that whatever niche that I go for, every single niche has their problems that I need to solve. None of them are like easier. However, I can make it easier for myself if I think through what niche that I go for and what I offer. Because when I found like roofing and Facebook ads back in 2017, as I had gone through all of these different no's all the time, nobody was interested. And then I started to reach out to roofers and said like, hey, we do Facebook ads for roofers. And we have a really good teammate here on the team who's been doing that quite successfully for a couple of roofers right now. Here are some case studies that I can show you. Are you interested? And they're like, yes, let's jump on a call. And I was like, whoa. What's happening here? I was almost expecting you to tell me no, right? And that's when I started to understand those things regarding business, that the market and how you position yourself is the most important thing. But this was back in 2017. Again, I want to mention that again. Back in 2017, Facebook ads for roofers was new. Now it's 2022 and 2023 and 2024 and beyond. So you have to keep that in mind, like what's actually new now, okay? And the markets are changing all the time. So that's a good thing, all right? So, but give it a fair shot and follow your gut as well. Trust your gut feeling. The market and service that you select should give you a great gut feeling, okay? You should see an opportunity. Your eyes should like light up. You should get excited when you think about it. If you're not, keep on looking, okay? So when you select a niche and you're looking into that niche and you see that everybody is doing service A and you're like, is everybody's doing service B? And you see that nobody's doing service B, that is a good sign. Now you're starting to like think as an entrepreneur. Now you're finding a new solution, right? Now you're offering something new to the market that not a lot of other agencies do. And it might be a big market with a ton of opportunity, but you have like an untapped service that nobody else is selling. Oh God, as I talk about this, I wish that I had this information when I started out. So yes, I'm so excited to see what you guys will be able to do with all of this as you keep all of this in mind as you get started, okay? Competition. There will always be competition. There's no way around it. There will always be competition. There's no escaping it. The way you stand out is by positioning yourself with a super niche marketing agency, providing better results than anyone else out there, and leveraging an expert media buyer will take you far as well. And we'll talk about more of that in a later video. So don't like try and find a niche and the service where you're alone. That's going to be hard. It's going to be tough, okay? You can talk more about, like different business techniques or strategies, right? Something that I can mention to you now is having a moat in your business. So if you think a castle, they had like a moat around it with water, it was like a protection for the castle, right? And in business, when you select a niche or a service, you can create a moat as well. Something that is unique, something that not a lot of people can copy, for example. So right now in my agency, we do Facebook ads for residential roofing and solar contractors. Hey, no, whoever can start it, right? But our moat is our experience, our 5 years of experience, our case studies, our testimonials, our reviews, and the way we do things. Our results speak for themselves, right? So in the beginning, when you don't have that moat, then your moat can be that you select a unique service for a specific niche, right? You're the new kid on the block who brings something new into the market. And that is going to disturb the other agencies because it's like, hey, here's this new guy that we've never seen before. And he's competing with us with a completely different service that we don't know how to do. Like maybe they are doing Facebook ads for gym owners and you come in offering YouTube ads for gym owners and you're getting great results. It's going to be a little bit tricky for those other agencies. They're gonna be like, oh, what's going on here? They're stealing our clients, right? So keep that in mind, all right? Summary, okay. Select your service, okay? Remember, there's no right or wrong here. You'll have to use the knowledge in this course combined with your own gut feeling to make a calculated guess. However, what you choose should excite you. So you know, you will have to make a calculated guess. There's no way around it. You cannot predict the future, but everything that I've talked about in those videos, how to select your niche and your service, are great guidelines for you to make a very, very good calculated guess on what niche and market to go into, and also what service to sell to them. Okay, so be unique, all of these things that I've talked about. Rewatch these videos if you need to. But it is a calculated guess. So, you know, make sure that you select your service. You should have selected your niche in the previous video. Now you should select your service, make your calculated guess, write it down, make the decision. That's it. Now that's what you're going for, okay? One step closer. So remember that you're doing great, okay? You're solving a lot of things here. I know that I'm throwing a lot of information at you, and if you've never been doing business before, it's like your brain is like doing like gymnastics right now. They're like, oh, what's going on? You know, it's tough. I completely understand it. I've been through this multiple times over and over again in my life, okay? That's good. Like, you're going to get used to it. Just remember, just like sit back, relax, go grab something, a snack or something to eat, and like sit down by yourself and ponder for a minute or two and be like, hey, like I'm actually doing great. I'm doing progress. I've been through module 1, I've set everything up. Now I'm actually making decisions regarding niche and the service. You know, don't be too hard on yourself, essentially, right? You're doing great. You're taking steps right now, slowly but steady, closer to a financially free future, where you can provide for yourself, where you can help a lot of people with a great service. You can help your family. Maybe if you want to help your kids, or you want to help your parents, whatever it might be. These decisions that you make in those videos are very important. They can change your life. They changed my life completely. All of this information, I'm not holding anything back in this course. I'm giving you as much as I possibly can. So these decisions that you make from this information, they are important, and they can change your life completely. So don't overlook those videos. Don't skip them. Like, spend time on those videos, but also reach a decision. Don't spend too much thinking. Like, if you're like, I'm spending weeks and months, you're like, hey Max, I've spent 2 months and I've not selected a niche. It's like, hey dude, like, or girl for that matter, you know, do calculated guess. Just go for it. Just try it out and learn as you go, okay? But make a good calculated guess. That's my point. All right, we're getting closer to the ending of this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure to follow me on Instagram as well for important updates. Share the course. I need you guys' help. Let's start a revolution and change people's lives together. Let's join the conversation in the community as well. And here's today's quote, okay? I actually took it from Think and Grow Rich in the book that you should have bought right now and started to read. And I'm paraphrasing here, but it said, successful people reach decisions quickly and change them slowly. Unsuccessful people take decisions slowly and change them quickly. Okay, so successful people, they're basically, okay, here are the different parameters. Okay, let's go with that. And then they stick with that for years, for decades. They just stick with it. And that's why they win, because they stick with it when everybody else is just niche jumping and, oh, I'm gonna try this thing instead. So take this information that you've learned so far in module number 2, make your decision and commit like at least 6 months or a year, even better. Like, okay, I made my best decision. I've spent time thinking about this. This is what I'm going to go for, okay? You're basically doing a business plan, right? And you're gonna spend a ton of time and money and resources into this. So the stupidest thing that you can do is just like, oh, you know, take a decision like, oh, like that, and then change it over and over again. Super stupid. Or spending too much time, thinking, and then you're like spending 2 weeks and like, now I'm gonna change niche. And I want to mention this as well. I don't want to see in the community that people are saying stuff like, oh, I'm gonna change my niche now, or oh, I'm gonna change my market now. This niche didn't work, or this market didn't work. All markets essentially work. Some work better than others, as we talked about, with different potential, you know, not growing, not dying, and so forth. But I don't want people in there just spewing out stuff that they're, hey, I'm just gonna change over and over and over again. If I see that, I know that those people haven't watched those videos. I'm just going to tell them to watch those videos over and over and over again. So don't be that guy or that girl. Spend some time thinking about this, because this is the most important thing in your entire business. All the other things are just techniques and stuff to get in front of people. The niche and the service, that is the heart. That is everything. That is what you sell. That is what's going to change hands. That's how you get money. This is what you offer. It's the most important thing. So successful people reach decisions quickly and change them slowly. They stick to it. Unsuccessful people take decisions slowly and change them quickly. All right. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Spend time on this, you know, take a decision and stick to it. And once you're done, I will see you in the next video.